What if I told you the strongest healing item in Endfield isn't Buck Capsule A or Canned Citrom A, but a far more secretive and protected item? This item is not able to be produced in the factory but can be mass produced. This item takes the large amount of heals Citrom has and applies it instantly like a Buck Capsule, then doubles it. This item is so strong that you can't even copy a blueprint to produce it. And of course, I'm talking about fluffed Jincao powder. Now, I know you're scratching your head right now. This powder isn't available through any of the AIC factory formulas, so how is it farmable? Well, while everyone playing Grindfield was spending hours optimizing their base, complaining about the horrible gacha system,
This is one of the worst gacha systems in existence.
and getting their credit card information stolen,
There are two different charges on my PayPal. The Japanese and Spanish are robbing me.
I did what no other EN player could. I read. The secret is farming. Now you may remember that a tutorial for farming was available, but you probably skipped the story because of gacha FOMO. So how does one farm fluffed Jincao powder? Simple. Step 1. Progress through Wuling's story until you have access to the main AIC area and its upgrades, and by extension the agricultural test site. If you're still in Valley 4, you can still follow this guide using buckwheat instead of Jincao to make Firebuckle powder instead of fluffed Jincao powder at the eco farm. However, you will not be able to automate this cycle until you reach Wuling, which I highly recommend. Step 2. Grab Jincao, make a farm for it, and convert it to Jincao seeds through the seeding unit. Link in description for the infinite Wuling seed farm. Step 3. Produce carbon bricks. Link in the description if you're too lazy. Step 4. Once you have Jincao seeds and carbon bricks, open your backpack to access the crafting menu and produce 18 Jincao plots. This is the max we can place in a farming area. Step 5. Go to the agricultural test site and place your plots like so, which will help with automation. Step 6. Place fluid pumps to supply sprinklers for your farm and connect them. Because we're using farming plots, base blueprints nor a top-down view are available, so you must do this by hand. Step 7. Germinate each plot. Your off-banner teammates will finally be useful for once. Step 8. Wait for the water cycle to end. You can progress this step by collecting Birdo Muck near the Guho Marsh TP. Just follow the path I take and you'll be able to pet and collect 13 Birdo Muck that resets every day. We for real got picking instead of mint picking in the Big 26. W Hypergriff, on God. Step 9. Collect your Jincao after repeating the water cycle. In my experience, I do believe the watering timer must go down 2 to 3 times before you're actually able to collect. But once you do, you'll have a chance for every plot to yield some fluffed Jincao plant, which you can then use in the crafting menu to craft fluffed Jincao powder. Step 10. Germinate and repeat. Congratulations! You now know how to farm Jincao powder and by extension, every single craftable item in the game. Let me explain. Fluffed Jincao plants are among rare plants, and can't be infinitely farmed in the AIC factory. They're hard to collect and regenerate in the open world if you're into mint picking, but making this farm allows for collecting and planting to be far more simple and saves you time. God knows we'll need that for this game. Now I know at the start of this video I did say that Jincao powder is better than Citrom A in Buck Capsule A, but why? Well, fluffed Jincao powder not only restores a flat 1278 HP, but also 20% of an operator's max HP, which scales very well with late game content. Not only this, but the additional recipes unlocked like Jincao Tisane and Jincao Infusion can increase the flat HP gained at the cost of some Ferium efficiency. You're able to choose if you want more efficient heals or more efficient profits. Do be cautious, however, if you're using Firebuckle powder early on. Firebuckle powder is only better than Citrom A when the operator's max HP is greater than 4,340. Both Firebuckle and fluffed Jincao powder activate when below 60% HP, which helps prevent overhealing. Also to note, in purple text, both indicate they can help your controlled operator, which I assume means your non-controlled operators can use it on you, but I haven't been able to replicate this Let me know in the comments what you think this means or if you had different results. You'll also notice that you'll unlock crafting recipes as you collect more fluffed Jincao. Jincao Tisane and Jincao Infusion can be unlocked by collecting up to 100 fluffed Jincao. Looking at the crafting menu, you can see that unlocking formulas require collecting 100 of a material. Collecting materials and farming plots count towards this progress, meaning that you can use the same method of getting fluffed Jincao to other recipes. Be sure to look and read the descriptions of each plot if you have a chance to yield a rarer plant. But if you don't want to read, I'll make another video covering this soon. Please consider liking and subscribing, and remember, stay comfy.